chairman of our court party in Cross River State. Mr. Kuba joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Kuba, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you, Mr. Geoffrey. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
I'm sure you're very excited to welcome the governor of Osun State into your fold. At least now you can be listed as one of the states with a governor. Tell us how it feels.
I can tell you on behalf of my party members, the leadership of Accord, the chairman, the National Working Committee members, the National Executive Council members, that Accord is very delighted to receive His Excellency Governor Ademola Adeleke into our fold. It's a good feeling, and I think that a great leader has made a good choice. He needs to be commended for the choice he has made, not following the bandwagon to APC or to anywhere else, but he has come to the right place where everyone else should defect to join, and that is Accord Party. Thank you.
Are you sure that this is not a question of when they're available, when the desirable is not available, the available becomes the desirable? Because they were intent for him to move to the APC. But it looks like the internal politics of that stage did not allow him to go to that level. So is this about a choice for Accord, or this is just, you know, rather than nothing, we'll get something?
When you look at the pedigree of Governor Adeleke, you know that he is not a man that could have been coerced to take that decision. He's a man who took that decision because he believes that Accord is a party that is made of men of integrity. Is a party that he took time to study our background, our formation, our manifesto, our philosophy, and he made that decision. So it's not a matter of joining the party because this is what is available. We have about 18 or 19 political parties in the country. So for him to join Accord Party, I think it's a decision that was well made, not because he was coerced or he was forced into that decision.
Well, let's see how it plays out. But now, is Accord getting ready for the intrigue of what may be playing out? Because now there's a bit of stature, there's more visibility. Sieving through prominent names in Accord Party, I haven't found any in recent time. I think the last presidential candidate, the professor, and then I think Mr. Pella was a member of the House of Reps, had sought for election into the Senate. It didn't succeed under Accord Party. So in terms of the weight of what you call political party stature, Accord may not really have it. But how do you want to aggregate your support for him in the coming days? That's one question. The second question will be, he's going to be supporting Bola Tinubu in 2027. Is Accord going to allow that, or is that a plan of Accord that is going to be in Accord? Because that's the problem with the PDP. Yes, on Wike is supporting the president, but he wants to stay in the PDP. So I'm giving you the challenges you'll be facing ahead of time.
Well, thank you, Mr. Geoffrey. You see, Accord Party has antecedents. If you look back since 2006, the history of Accord is a history of a party that has been very resilient. We've had people who have served in the National Assembly, House of Reps especially. From 2006 till date, we've had people who are heavyweights who have joined Accord. And if you recall, in 2023 general elections, Professor Mumolen made a good show as a presidential candidate on behalf of Accord. And we made a mark. And I can tell you that we are even better poised now to do even better with how we have been able to put our house in order. The chairman of the party, Barrister Maxwell Ngudem, has actually made a lot of efforts with his National Working Committee members and National Executive Council members that Accord has been positioned in such a way and manner that whoever is a member of Accord should be proud that he's a member of Accord. And don't forget, Accord Party is strategically positioned, to win elections, not just because of the fact that it's just a political party or one of the political parties in the country. Accord has a strategic positioning on the ballot paper. If you look at the ballot paper, Accord is the first party on the ballot paper. So whoever is in Accord has that strategic advantage, apart from the fact that Accord is a welfarist party. Our philosophy is welfarism. And if you look at the antecedents of Governor Adeleke, you discover that the issue of poverty, the issue of the welfare of the people, the issue of creating infrastructure for the common people, he has done very well in that regard. And seeking a second term under the platform of Accord will give him that strategic advantage to move forward. And then for your second question about 2027, well, Accord is a party that we had a good showing, like I said, in the last election. So in the next election, if Accord in Osun State is supporting the president, the current president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I want to believe that as a party, when the time comes, the party will take a decision in the general sense as to who to support, whether to support the current presidency or we will have a candidate that will challenge the president. That is, we are waiting to see that happen.
Okay, that's maybe in the medium term. So let's talk about what a possibility of the short term would be. The APC constantly have denied that they've not been involved in infiltrating and destabilizing political parties, but literally all the political parties believe they are responsible for the instability in the PDP, Labour Party. As soon as the SDP was, Nasser El-Rufai moved to the SDP, there was trouble. In fact, I don't know whether they're out of the woods on that. And then the issue of ADC, when David Mark, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, all moved in, he saw the trouble that came as soon as they moved to the ADC. It triggered a lot of crisis. So are you worried that now that Ademola Adeleke has now moved to the Accord Party, this may also be a challenge, even though this is not 2027 election pass, it is 2026 election?
I can tell you for free that the decision of Governor Adeleke was well conceived. I think a man of that stature will not join Accord without doing his background check about the party he's joining. So, first of all, like I said earlier on, I commend him for the decision he took. And he took that decision because he knows that Accord is a party that is having men of integrity, women of integrity. We have the leadership of the party well structured, well carved out. And I can tell you that what we are seeing in other parties, the PDP you've mentioned, the ADC, are things that are bound to happen in a political system, in a democracy. Definitely, everybody is jostling for his advantage, what he can benefit from, joining such a political platform. But for Accord, our house, we've put our house in order. We are prepared not just for Governor Adeleke joining us now, we are prepared for 2027. Governor Adeleke is coming in, is contesting next year, and we believe that under our platform, definitely he has a good showing, he has a good advantage, and we're going to support him and make sure that from the grassroots, from the unit level, ward level, the local government level, and coming down to the state level, he enjoys a lot of support already. So that goodwill is being transmitted or is being translated to Accord Party, and we're going to build on that momentum and support him.
Well, let me say congratulations, and we're going to have more conversations in the coming days as we build up to the 2026 elections in Osun State. As a welfarist party, maybe you're one of the alternatives to say you're going to bring back subsidy if you want to, because that's what it feels like. When I hear welfarism, it's more doing a lot of subsidy left of center. But I must thank you so much, sir. Gabriel Kuba is our co-party chairman in Cross River State. Thank you for your time, sir.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you so much, Mr. Geoffrey. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. So let's move on now to the story around the Nobel laureate, Wole Soyinka, criticizing the heavy security details surrounding President Bola Tinubu's son, Sheyi, saying it highlights misplaced national priorities. Speaking at the 20th Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism Awards in Lagos, the Nobel laureate argued that